Hello, welcome to Unknown and Talented. My name is Jelan Abrams. This is episode 1. And I just want to start this episode with a question. Are you consistently being the person that you said you wanted to become? Just in case you missed it, I'm going to say it again for you. Are you consistently, so keyword consistently, being the person you said you wanted to become? Currently, it is Q1. If you don't know, this is quarter 1 of the new year. We got January, February, March. So we're in one of those months. And, 2023, you set goals. I want to do this. I want to be this kind of person. Are you consistently being the person you wanted to become? I can't answer that question for you. That's something between you and your conscious. Consistency is very important. Let me actually look up the definition for you. What is consistency? So consistent. Consistency comes from the word consistent, which means acting in the same way over time. So this means not doing something for a month, not doing it for 2 months. You're acting the same exact way. So the reason why I asked, are you consistently being the person you wanted to become? Because you set a goal, right? Are you consistently being the old you, or are you going to be this new person that you want to become? For example, a goal for me, I want to make sure no matter what's going on, I work out 4 times a week. No matter what. No matter what. It doesn't matter if I'm sick, under the weather, I'm traveling. I want to work out at least 4 times a week. Yes, I'm super consistent with working out in general, but my main goal was I don't want to have those weeks of, I only worked out 1 day a week, only worked out 2 days a week. I want to make sure it's consistent because I want to make sure I'm keep on building on this person, because as time goes on, my time is going to be demanded by so many different avenues. I record videos, I take pictures, I edit videos, edit pictures. I have this podcast. I have another podcast. Other people ask me to be on their podcast, and I work. There's so many things that take up time where you can easily be like, yo, I don't feel like working out today, and you miss your days. But my thing is, no matter what's going on, I want to get that 4 days in, because the person I want to become is an extremely busy person. He's extremely busy because he has a lot of things going on. So no matter what distractions I have, I'm going to make sure I get that 4 days a week down. And that's the question for you. What is your goal? What is the person that you want to become? What are they going to be doing? Are they going to be working out? Are they going to be reading? Are they going to be eating healthy? Are they going to be partying every day? You have to pick what person you're going to be. Because in life is full of excuses. My dad always told me excuses are like belly buttons. Everybody got them. If you don't have a belly button, sorry, my apologies. But for the most part, most people have belly buttons. And for the most part, most people have excuses. You can have an excuse of, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. But at the end of the day, you're not going to become the person you want to become. Because what consistency does, it builds habits. It builds life-changing habits. Let's say a goal of yours was to read a book a month, right? The more and more you read, the better your communication gets. What if you had another goal to start a podcast? The more you read, the better your vocabulary is, the better your delivery will be, because now you're reading something that's perfect grammar every single month. Now, when it's your time to speak, you have examples from that book that you could put in your speech. You have your grammar's better, your spelling becomes better. So anything that you do consistently will build in that habit of, now I'm reading every month. Now, when I'm talking, my English, my delivery will be better because I'm used to practicing every day, reading. Now, when you are ready to talk, when you have this business meeting, job interview, you want to move up in your company, now you have the habit of proper speech because you've been practicing your reading. Now they can help you out in the real world. And the reason why I bring up the word consistency is because nothing is a quick fix. Your pipe is leaking, you put tape around that thing. Yeah, it might be good for a month, 2 months. it's going to bust over time. You know, you actually get it fixed, you're good for the long haul. That's the same way consistency is. You're consistently doing something. You're consistently being that person. Over time, you become that better person. But a quick fix is, man, I gained a couple pounds. Let me work out for a quick month. And then you go back to that same person you used to be. That month, yeah, you're good. You might be good the month after that. Then you're going to go right back into the slump of, you know, being tired all the time, feeling lazy, feeling this and that. But consistently doing something, it changes over time. And one important thing to remember is why. Why did you make this goal in the new year? Why do you want to be this, you know, new person? That's what you have to think about. You have to think about what is your why. My why, I love being a content creator. I love what I do, and I want to be able to get paid off it. You know, I make videos, like I said, make pictures, edits. I have 2 podcasts now. I want to get paid off it after a while. So the only way I can do that is be consistent. So like my title of this podcast is Unknown and Talented. I'm extremely talented, but without consistency, I'm going to be unknown. I could put out one of these podcasts a month. Talented, extremely good. People might love this podcast, but are the masses going to hear it? 1 month, yeah, it's cool, but you want to consistently be good. You have to work on your schedule so you consistently doing it, consistently growing. And just think about it. You can stop. You could try it for a little while. If you don't like it, stop it. You're back into the same life you had before. And usually when people make goals, because they're trying to improve, they're trying to become better. So you could try it out, try to be consistently be that person, or you can stop. You know, it's your 2 choices. For me, I'm not going to stop. My goal is to get paid off for being a content creator full time, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continuously do it. If something I try doesn't work, I'm going to try something else. But the main goal is to be consistently be that person, consistently work out the 4 times a week, consistently read, consistently practice, edit, do everything, because at the end of the day, you want that goal. And once you become that person that you wanted to be, people are going to start looking at you different. I had a 100-day challenge where basically I worked out 100 days straight. So it wasn't technically 100 days. It was 6 days working out. The 7 days I did yoga. So every single day I did something physical to help improve my body. And it was extremely hard. It was days where I legit was in the gym at 11:30 p.m. just to make sure I get my day done. You know, it wasn't easy. But now more and more people was watching the journey and like, man, this is motivating me to do this. This is motivating me to do that. Oh my gosh, 100 days in a row? Are you sure? And then on top of that, I was actually creating content each day as well. So about the 20, I'm not gonna say I did a full 100 days, but at that 20 day mark, I said, I'm gonna drop a reel on Instagram each day and also on TikTok each day that I work out. So day 20, I dropped it. Day 21, 22. Every day I was consistently showing people that, yo, this is not just I'm gonna take a picture on my Instagram and say I'm in the gym and go home. I'm gonna show you that I was legit working out while I did it. And that made more people interested in what I was doing. And I got people that actually started 100-day challenges themselves. I haven't met one person to finish it yet, but if you're listening to this, try it out. It's extremely hard. I'm never gonna say something is like that was easy, because it really wasn't. To think back, I don't know how I did it myself, but it was not easy. But, you know, if you want to, try it out. Just make sure you do a lot of stretching, a lot of icing. But that level of consistency, people look at you different. They don't look at you as the same person. They say, man, you can do this for 100 days. That motivated me to do this. That motivated me to do that. You know, it doesn't matter how anybody looked at you in your previous. It's 2023. They looked at you some way. 2022, you start something where you're extremely consistent. It's a different story. You know, 2023, you asking everybody, yo, can I borrow $1? Can I borrow $1? Can I borrow $1? Can I borrow $10? Can I borrow $20? Everybody's looking at you like, yo, I'm not talking to this person, because every time I hit them up, they hit me up, is they need money. Now you're like, yo, I'm going to work my tail off so I can get more money, so I don't have to ask anybody for money. Now, when I contact these people, I'm giving them an opportunity to make money. Yo, I had this opportunity where they're paying me blah, 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 if you're interested. Blah, 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 if you're interested. Now you're consistently having those different kind of conversations, or telling these people how how your business is growing or whatever you're doing to make money is growing, now they look at you different. They don't look at you as the person as, yo, every time I talk to this person, they're begging me for money. They look at you as, yo, this person's making money. And it changes just like that. But it's not going to be one conversation, two conversation. Every time I talk to this person, they haven't asked for money. Wow. I've been talking to this person for so often. They haven't asked for me money in 4 months. I don't look at this person as the person that want, I'm dodging because they want money. I'm looking at them as, yo, they're going to step their game up. And that could happen to you too. A person that I think of that changed how the world saw them was Wallo, $1 million worth of game. So he went to jail about 20 years, right? I don't remember how old he was or how old he is now, but he went to jail for 20 years, came out of jail. I'm pretty sure he tried to get some jobs and try to do this, try to do that. The world's looking at him as a criminal. He's been in jail for 20 years. I don't trust you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I don't want nothing. And that's how you look at somebody that's been in jail for 20 years. You don't look at them any positive because the only thing you could think of is that 20 years in jail. He ended up getting with his cousin, Gilly, making a podcast. And now their podcast blew up to the point where everybody wants him in all these meetings. They look at him different now. They don't look at him as the criminal that's been in jail for 20 years. Look at him as this guy that has a podcast. I think they've been doing it for 3 years max after being in jail for 20 years and it being as successful as it is. Now look at him as the same. Why? Because he consistently showed you that he's not that person you thought he was. He's not that person from the past. He's different. Whatever he went to jail for, I don't even remember, but he's not that person anymore. He's a different person. And now I want to have these meetings with him. I want to give him these job opportunities. I want to do this. Same thing in your life. Consistently be that new person you want to become. Now people look at you different. Now you get more respect. The point of this show is you want to go from being unknown to known. You're changing how people look at you. You're a whole different person than before. Now more people are going to like you. You're going to have more opportunities. Your life can change with just simple as consistency. I want to give another example. If y'all didn't really know who he was, Wallo, I think of LeBron James. He just beat Kareem for having the most points all time.
Coming to the end of the third quarter. LeBron James, a shot at history. LeBron stands alone. The NBA's all-time scoring record now belongs to LeBron James.
I think he's the perfect example of what consistency does. I wasn't the biggest LeBron fan. I'm still not really the biggest LeBron fan, but I have respect for him. I have respect. He's been in the league for 20 years now, consistently not in the news for anything negative, consistently being the top of the league. For 20 years, he's 38 now, I believe, and he's at the top of the league. Consistently showing up, consistently doing this. I'm gonna stop saying consistently too because it's getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie, but he's been at the top of the league. He's kept his body in order. He's been doing things over and over and over and over again to where it's like, yo, you have nothing to do but respect him. I can't say anything bad about him. He's not showing me anything that's making me say anything bad about him. And that's, it's a perfect example of being that person you want to become. I remember there was a story where he was in AAU, right? If any of y'all played AAU sports, you're traveling. So for example, I'm in North Carolina. Let's say we went to Tennessee. You go to Tennessee, you're in hotels between games. You can't really cook. So you're just eating, whatever's there, Burger King, McDonald's, whatever. They were saying LeBron James, like the reason why, when they figured out he was different, it was an AAU tournament. Everybody's eating all these hot dogs, all this stuff. This guy got fruit over there. He's eating fruit and something else super healthy. But at that age, he knew he wanted to be in this league for a long time. There's another video where Dwayne Wade or Dwayne Wade was doing something. It was an interview or something. And LeBron James was like, oh, I got to go get iced up. Oh, you don't need to get ice? Dwayne Wade, you don't need to get iced up, man. You good? No, I got to ice my knees. I got to ice my knees up because we just played the game.
And what are you doing? What is all that? You got all this ice on like you 35. Well, look at all this ice you got on, man.
You know, they're similar to age. D Wade had to leave the lead a couple years ago. LeBron is still in there because why? He consistently took care of his body. Now he's in a position where he's been in the league for 20 years and he doesn't even look like he's going to slow down in the next three or so years. So my last question is, are you consistently being the person you said you wanted to become? And if not, why? What's holding you back? What's stopping you? Is it TV, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Amazon Prime? There's so many distractions there. Is it Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube? I just named like 10 different things that can stop you from being the person you want to become. Are you going to let these things where people are getting paid on stop you from being you? Me, I'm a content creator. People are getting paid on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm not getting paid on any. I lie. I made a little bit of money on Instagram. But other than that, you know, I'm not getting paid on any of these things. So why would I be using all of my time on these social media platforms? If you want to be a content creator like me, create your content, post it on there, get off, do what you got to do. If you got everything done, yeah, indulge in the Netflix, the Hulu, TikTok, Instagram. Yes, but that should be your main thing of the day, because at the end of the day, do you want to be a consumer or creator? And that's the question I have for you. So I hope that helped. This was the first episode. I tried to keep it pretty short because, you know, it's my first time ever doing something like this. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully it helped. Hopefully you are now thinking a little differently of the kind of things you do. You get off of work, you're going to turn that Netflix on, you're going to turn that Hulu on, or you're going to go after those goals that you said you wanted to do. You're going to be that person that you said you wanted to be. It's totally up to you, but my name is Jelan Abrams. This is Unknown and Talented, and see you next week.